Will was our third child. We were super excited to be pregnant and have, in addition to our family, everything went really well with his pregnancy and delivery. At about 3.5, 4 years old, we started to notice some differences with Will, maybe different than our other kids. He met a lot of his early milestones pretty close to when our other kids did. As he got a little older, he was a little delayed with his talking, and certain milestones came a little bit slower. He scored delayed on a lot of his things in preschool, so we pursued some evaluations through the elementary school, and that's kind of what led us to know that something was going on. It was a bit of a slow process for us finding out Will had Fragile X syndrome, from the first suspicion that maybe something is going on to actually getting the diagnosis was about a 3-month span. So there's a lot of wondering and curiosity, looking up things, and you don't know, does he have Fragile X or not? Can we, latch on to that group and get more information or not? You're kind of left wondering what's going on, who can we talk to, who can we reach out to? Once we found out Will's diagnosis, we were encouraged to call our local county board of developmental disability, so that provided us kind of a network of individuals who could help us kind of wade through this new process and what it means to have a child with a disability and what we can do to help him live the best life he can. The Auglaize County Board of Developmental Disabilities has been great to work with. Everybody I've come into contact with has been very kind. They've been very supportive. They've visited our house, given us helpful information, let us know that if we have questions, they're there to help out, which means the world. It's important to have people that you can contact when you have questions. When you first find out your child has a disability, it can be a scary thing. There's lots of unknowns. It's easy to get lost in the worry part of it and be overwhelmed with, what does this mean for my child? What does this mean for our family? What's my child's future going to hold? Once you get through some of those initial things, you'll realize your child is still your child. Your child's still the child they were before the diagnosis. Your child is just like your other children, your other family members that you love dearly. You'll be reminded of that daily. There are days when I get a little overwhelmed or, gosh, I'm gonna cry. My son is always quick to do something funny to make me laugh, or he will walk by me and just randomly look at me and say, "I love you, Mom." When I think about all the things that make my son so unique and so special, almost all of those qualities are because he has Fragile X, or at least partially related to the fact that he has Fragile X. They're not in spite of Fragile X, they're because of it. So he's very friendly, he's very affectionate, sees the joy in the little things in life. It makes you kind of stop and realize that, or notice some of the things that are really great about life that you otherwise would be overlooking. You're too busy and you'd go about your day and not notice. Sometimes he is the easiest child of ours. Sometimes the other two can be a little bit more challenging to parent. He sometimes is the easiest, go with the flow, happiest kid around. I feel that it's important for other people to know about this so that they know that when he does something a little different, it's not scary. It might be a little different or a little odd, but just embrace him. He wants to be a part of the fun. He wants to play with everybody, and he's a really cool kid to be around. He's a lot of fun. Sometimes the life of the party. It's important for everybody to know about individuals with disability. At some point in your life, you will interact with them. And if you don't, you should. They're really great people and they have a lot to offer. I think individuals with disabilities could be some of the most valuable employees that workplaces could have. In general, a lot of people are very loyal, they're very friendly, they're very easy to get along with. Get to know those individuals with disabilities that you might come across. They very likely will add more to your life than you would ever dream. If you don't even know where to start, a good place would be contacting your local board of DD. There are volunteer opportunities and ways that you can help out. What do I want for all 3 of my kids? I want them to be happy. I want them to have friends. I want them to enjoy life and be successful, but being successful in terms of being surrounded by great people. Have something that gives them joy in life. Find some work or volunteer opportunities. It doesn't have to be that you're the President of the United States. You can make an impact on any level. So that's what I want for my kids.